The will to push through any obstacle. The drive never to give in to defeat. These are the virtues that define the Olympic spirit, epitomized in the incredible story of former Olympian and American hero, Louis Zamperini.
When Angie and I would talk about the film and the textures of the film, she wanted an elegant sound job, which is beautiful backgrounds and beautiful Foley and beautiful textures. Even though it's a harsh, brutal film, she didn't want it to be a Hollywood sounding film. She wanted it to be an elegant sounding film.
The sound of the plane engine, the sound of the crickets, the sound of the ocean, she goes, that's as much as the score of this film as the score is.
However dark the night, however dim our hopes.
Inbound 4 o'clock low.
This film was served well by Atmos. It lent itself to Atmos just in the opening. And then what JT did musically and what we did with the atmospheres really paid a big dividend, I thought. It just was subtle, but very precise.
You expect the big action sequence, the planes flying around, or we have Japanese Zeros flying around and all that, and it's amazing, but what also opens up so beautifully are just the backgrounds and the atmospheres. You know, when you're in the ocean, when you're in the jungle, and you hear the bugs, you just feel like you're in that space. It feels more realistic.
The more subtlety that's in it, with specific sounds, the more it showcases the format itself.
Once you got past the first few reels where you could really use the Atmos with the planes and in the raft, the other reels you were able to bring the backgrounds in and bring the music and spread it.
You're able to bring it into the room and just open it up, bring it off the screen just a little bit, pull it in, and it just opens up.
Just taking some of the strings or elements of the music and pulling them off the screen just a hair, just opened it up and brought the image, you know, another 20% wider. There are a lot of really heavy drums in the music. Usually you would leave that completely up front because that's the low end is carried on the main speakers. But now with Atmos and having low end extension on the walls, I was able to bring some of those out, you know, to where it's like it's really just a width, and now you really are letting the actors do their thing and really supporting without being intrusive.
Most of us come from a school of story, and once it distracts from the story, then you know you cross the line. So we always want to make sure, again, telling story first and supporting it with everything that we're doing.